This is an earring that I had some requests on how to make, so I'm really excited to show you guys how to make it. It is so easy. We're just gonna use some soft flex and some crimp beads and some crystals. So hardly anything to it. Y'all are gonna love it. Olivia, you want to say hi? Hey, say hi. You being shy? We're being shy. That's okay. Let's talk about what we're using. I'm using some soft flex. So we have a bunch of different sets of soft flex and we've got different colors in it, which is really cool. And I kind of wanted to highlight the color, like the different colors. So I had made a pair of strawberry quartz earrings with some blue soft flex like this. And I just thought it was fun to do kind of a pop of color. And then I wanted to tone it down a little bit this week with kind of this, what is it called? This champagne colored soft flex, which is really nice paired with these dark rose kind of purpley crystals. So I'm gonna use that, and then I'm combining two sets of of crystals. We've got a real chunky set of rondelles. Tool-wise, we're just using a chain nose plier and a pair of flush cutters. I've got some crimp beads and an ear wire. So look how bare. My tray usually does not look this clean. So hardly anything to this demo. So let's get into it. All right, we're gonna cut ourselves 2 pieces of soft flex. So just like 6 to 8 inches of soft flex. And then this is actually probably more than we need, but that's okay. So I've got 2 pieces here, and then we're gonna string our beads on here. So I did a crimp bead, and then a little rondelle, a 6mm guy. And you know, you can like alternate colors too, that'd be really pretty. I liked kind of the tone on tone here, but you can do whatever, hey babe. Whatever color combination you like. And so I did every other one just to kind of give it a little variation in size and just add some visual interest to what we're doing. Hey buddy. How many did I do here? 1, 2, 3 big ones and 4 little ones. So make sure you've got your crimp beads on either side. So make sure you've got crimp beads on either side here, and then we're just gonna close those with a pair of chain nose pliers. So make sure you're doing it like, make sure you've got these pulled together up at the top while you are crimping, sorry. That way you know that like it's not too tight and you can still do your bend. So then we'll go in and crimp that. And like when you lay it out flat, there's a little bit of wiggle room, but when you pull it up like that, there's no wiggle room. So don't forget to do that. I'm gonna pull this off so I can make sure we're gonna make a matched pair here. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab another crimp bead. And we're gonna put all 4 of our strands through our crimp bead. We're gonna pull that down towards the earring. And try to keep them untwisted. It's not a huge deal if they get twisted, but that the kind of how we've got one side that's or 2 strands that kind of stick out more than the others, that kind of is hard to maintain if they're real crisscross. So see how I've got these like they're they're lined up right next to each other and they're not crisscrossing over each other. See that? Try to keep them as untangled as possible. And then we're gonna just come back around with one, so just pick a wire and we're gonna come back through our crimp bead with this one. Okay, now I'm just gonna lay this down next to my other earring to make sure we are making two of the same size. And then I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna grab the outer wire here. And then we are going to grab the other side. We're just gonna poke that out just a touch. Just so it gives it kind of that flare a little bit. Outside's not wanting to do it. There we go. And see, it's a little crazy right now. So now I'm gonna go back in and just make some adjustments. So just give your wires a little tug. Oops. So this is where you kind of got to play with this and kind of finagle it. Oop, it's too much. And just kind of hold your crimp bead in place while you're doing this. So one is looking a little longer than the other. So I'm just going to pull my crimp bead down just a touch. There we go. And these are gonna, like, when I crimp this crimp bead, these are gonna kind of pull in a little bit so they'll look more matching. So this, if there is a hard part to this earring, it is this part where you're just trying to get them so that they match pretty well. Okay, now we're just gonna go in with our chain nose plier. We're just gonna smash this. Didn't really smash the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Okay, and now we're gonna go in and we're gonna cut all these like stray wires. So go in with your, this is where you're gonna need a really good pair of flush cutters. So go in and just clip those wires down as close as you can get to your crimp bead. And then cut this one like that. Okay. So it's kind of like something you gotta practice with. So practice with some just plain old beading wire and then get the hang of it and then use your colored wire. Like on those strawberry quartz ones that I made for broadcast, I did like so many versions of that before I finally got them to match. And then it's just been practicing ever since. And this one, my loop is kind of being funny, so they're not like hanging exactly the way I want them to, but then they don't match at all, but that's okay. And she said very organic. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's demo. If you need any of the tools and supplies that we used today, check out the links in the description below. And while you're down there, I want to know, what color combination would you do with these earrings? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. Bye, y'all.